So, as we just finished, I was just sitting with, talking to Chloe, and we were talking about, you were saying about how you feel it would be beneficial for someone who does overthink or has anxiety.
Yeah,
What is your
100%.
thoughts on that? Just so that anyone watching that does have anxiety or does overthink, what they could get from it, if that makes sense?
Well, I overthink a lot on my day-to-day.
Used to overthink.
Yeah. In my day-to-day, so it would be whether it's business or friendships or whatever relationship it could be, whatever situation I'm in, I would always overthink on certain things, and it would keep me up, and that's like to do with insomnia as well. And I would be kept up at night, but that was so powerful because I don't cry in front of people, like especially not people I've just met. Like that was crazy. The fact that I was able to be that vulnerable in front of you blows my mind a bit, really. But to PPE, it's in my head.
There you go. And anyone watching, if you haven't done hypnosis, then send me a message, we can do it. But also, have three words. Have 3 words that you can live by, and notice that, like we said, so PPE, that can mean, what is it? Personal protective equipment or something like that. That's what it means. So when we make it silly, she was saying about wearing a builder's hat. If you imagine a builder's hat, you can remember...
Purpose, positivity, empowerment.
Is in that builder's hat.
Yeah.
Yeah? So you can even remember, like, every day as you wake up, as silly as it sounds, you can wake up and put your builder's hat on.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you'll also notice, when I do little things like that, if you do that in the mornings, you'll notice the days that you don't do it and you're like, oh, I'm feeling a bit stressed today. I haven't put my builder's hat on. And little stupid things like that, they really do work.
It's just, for anyone that has anxiety or anxious thoughts or overthinks, I would definitely consider doing that. It's just, a really strange out-of-body experience, but like a really nice one. Even though I was crying. Yeah, and that warm feeling inside. I've never had that before.
Wow.
We spoke and I struggle with meditation.
Yeah.
So allowing myself to be able to do that and genuinely feeling that inside.
Yeah.
And now I feel really light, really odd. But
hypnosis.
It's, amazing. Thank you.
It's my pleasure. But yeah, anyone that wants hypnosis, just send me a message. Like you said, I think the most powerful thing was the fact that you couldn't cry, and I've had that with the last few people. And although I kind of make a joke out of it, like it's my job to make people cry from a place of kindness and warmth and compassion to help you release those emotions, because those emotions that are blocked within us, they will pretty much like stagnate the energy within us. And if we don't allow that to flow through, it is like turning on a tap and there's a blockage in it and it just doesn't quite come out at its usual power.
Yeah.
And just like we can't exert our amount of usual power because there's some sort of block within us. So crying through a guided process is going to be beneficial, because you can imagine those tears like that anxiety, that overthinking, that sadness, whatever the emotion is, can just be drawn out of you.
Yeah.
And then you can allow the powerful in, just like that.
Yeah.
That warm air.
It was exactly like that.
So anyone that wants to be hypnotized,
Should do it.
yeah, they should, shouldn't they? And what else should they do? Just definitely subscribe.
Yeah.
Definitely subscribe.
Sure.